Tonight, 3 people are dead and 1 is missing from the historic floods that devastated Globe and Miami in Gila County. Town and county officials today calling on state and federal officials to provide more resources. Good evening and thanks so much for joining us. For 12 News at 10, I'm Kariba Devine.
I'm Mark Curtis. Gila County Emergency Management says that while they were prepared for the impending rain that came down Friday, nothing could have stopped this from happening. And tonight we're getting a closer look at the aftermath. 12 News journalist Chase Golightly spoke with a family. They say they were trapped inside their RV as the fast-moving floods hit.
The Geiger family thought they were going to die in their RV. They watched as the water went right over this bridge and headed directly toward them.
Total catastrophic failure here.
Chip Geiger took this video showing water pour into his RV.
The water was 6 feet deep and fast, powerful.
Video he thought no one would see.
We're saying our last prayers at that point because we're at God's mercy.
He and his wife live and work at this RV park in Globe, right next to the creek that saw historic flooding. They watched as the water surrounded their RV, trapping them both inside.
You couldn't step out into it because it would just sweep you away.
The current so strong, they saw other RVs getting moved.
And we're watching our next door neighbor. We watched him float away.
Then as the water continued to climb, they started to move.
Going over.
Oh God.
Their RV began to tip.
We were terrified.
They called 911 but knew there was nothing that could be done to save them. What stopped them from falling over?
This tree saved our lives. Without that tree, we would have went over and we'd have been done.
What felt like 10 hours of chaos ended with both of them leaving their RV with their lives.
I believe that there was spiritual intervention that we're here today.
But they lost everything else. Their RV, Jeep, and a majority of their belongings besides the clothes on their backs.
It's totally destroyed. There's 3 inches of mud. Anything on the floor or near the floor was ruined. It's a disaster.
A disaster that was felt throughout Globe and Miami. On Monday, officials said what they all experienced was a storm that could not be stopped.
There's nothing that I believe that anything could have been done that would have stopped this devastating flood. It's historic.
Ending the lives of 3 people, with 1 person still missing. Crews are continuing cleanup efforts to clear the creek of dozens of cars, propane tanks, and downed trees. However, officials said they can only do so much.
We have to get with Army Corps engineers to be sure of that we're not doing anything we're not supposed to, because then we can be fined.
As businesses and people, like the Geigers, try to move forward from the devastation.
We just have to start putting the pieces back together.
Cleanup, along with search and rescue operations, will pick back up again tomorrow morning, but at this time, it's not clear how long it's going to take to restore both towns. We're in Globe. Chase Golightly, 12 News.
Chase, thanks. The Salvation Army has deployed its emergency teams to help those who've been impacted by the floods. If you want to help those in need, text GLOBE, G-L-O-B-E, to 51555. When you do that, you'll get a link to donate. 100% of the money goes to disaster relief efforts and is used for cleanup as well as to buy food and other essentials for the people up there. Again, text GLOBE to 51555 and you'll receive a link to donate.